Professor John Ping, STL faculty, staff, senior administrator colleagues, members of the STL class of 2025 and guests, it's an honor to open the 2025 STL commencement ceremony. Welcome. Congratulations to the PKU STL class of 2025. For our 146 JD/JM graduates and our 12 LLM graduates from 11 different countries and jurisdictions, 2025 is an extraordinary moment to be starting your legal career and beginning to apply your STL education. You will be applying the lessons learned at STL in a wide range of settings, including international law firms, Linklaters, DLA Piper, Oric, Chinese law firms, Fangda Partners, King & Wood Mallisons, Zhongmun, multinational corporations, Huawei, Tencent, ZTE, SOEs, China Construction Bank, China Development Bank, government, MOFCOM, the Department of Finance of Jilin Province, Beijing Chaoyang District People's Court. This is an incredibly impressive array of placements for the class of 2025. It's graduation season, and last week I attended a commencement ceremony as a family member in the audience. The keynote speaker last week was Dr. Meski Burhani, who has served for many years in senior positions at the World Bank. In her keynote, Dr. Burhani addressed a range of issues, including the importance of navigating a so-called VUCA world, V-U-C-A, standing for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. The VUCA term is not new. In fact, it dates back to the 1980s. But over the past few years, there's been a resurgence of interest in how to successfully navigate a so-called VUCA world. Why such interest in navigating a VUCA world at this particular moment? There are many reasons, of course. I would highlight two. First, the rapidly narrowing gap between the scale of human intelligence and the scale of machine intelligence. Second, the rapidly expanding role of the Global South as a region of innovation, rulemaking, leadership, and influence. These two developments alone should lead any open-minded, intelligent person to reassess their assumptions about where to turn for guidance, inspiration, leadership, and indeed, education. Stated another way, when a large group of TikTok refugees suddenly flood Xiaohongshu, it's time to reassess our situation. And with respect to reassessments, law students around the world, in China and at STL, have been reassessing the value of legal education and more precisely, of time spent in the law school classroom. The world of legal practice is, of course, an education in itself. The training provided at the best institutions is invaluable. But the world of legal practice is, in many ways, and even at the best institutions, inbox-driven. The inbox-driven nature of legal practice simply reflects the reality of that practice. Time-pressured, service-oriented, often hierarchical, and constrained by economic realities. The classroom experience at STL is not inbox-driven. Instead, at STL, we look to maximize opportunities in the classroom for intellectual rigor and creativity, free from external deadlines and free from the external demands of clients. And opportunities for intellectual rigor and creativity are often found in situations that feature, quite notably, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. At STL, we embrace those situations because they allow us to demonstrate our capacity to reason, to innovate, to solve problems, to lead. A VUCA world exposes outdated assumptions, exposes conventional mindsets. A VUCA world rewards passion, rewards creativity, rewards curiosity. Since its establishment, STL has attracted students who are passionate, creative, and curious. Those qualities are then fundamentally and further developed and enhanced by the STL education. Our alumni lead in part because of who they are and in part because of the STL education they have received. Congratulations again to our JD/JM graduates and to our LLM graduates. With the graduating class of 2025, we now have nearly 1,500 alumni who are more than comfortable navigating a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Nearly 1,500 alumni who are influencing the development of transnational law, international business, and international policy at the highest levels. Nearly 1,500 alumni who remember moments from their time at STL in the STL classroom as some of the most memorable and inspiring of their lives. Congratulations again to the class of 2025. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our faculty representative, Professor Nitzan Shalon. Professor Shalon has served at STL for more than a decade. Deep expertise in corporate law, corporate governance, often bringing a law and economics perspective to challenging, cutting-edge issues, a dedicated classroom teacher. Please join me in welcoming Professor Shalon. Thank you.